My name's John,
I'm Cesar.
and this is our project, Chromiris. What is it, you may ask?
Chromiris is designed to be a colorimeter, which is a device that tells you the color of any object by analyzing the wavelengths that the object emits. The way Chromiris works is it grabs those wavelengths and then converts the values into a more human-readable format, such as HEX and RGB.
And we have a demo here for you. Okay, as you see, as I hover over the sensor with the M&M, it gives an instant readback on what the value of the color is, and Cesar punches it into the computer. As he toggles the button on the left, it switches between RGB and hex mode, indicated by the X in the top right-hand corner of the LCD display. After trial and error, we figured out the optimal range to hold the object from the device was around 1 inch to 3 inches to get the best color.
Here is a diagram that we made for Chromiris. As you can see, it's being powered by an Arduino Uno, a color sensor which we obtained from Adafruit, a button to toggle between RGB and hex modes, and an LCD to display the information for the user.
The competitors we found were the Hatch Pocket Colorimeter 2, which is around $550, and the YSI PhotoFlex Colorimeter, which is a whopping $1,000.
Chromiris, on the other hand, uses the following materials, which brings the cost down significantly. The Arduino Uno, which can be obtained for $25, a color sensor from Adafruit for $9, an LCD display for $2, button 50 cents, and any other electrical components such as wires and resistors for $5, which brings us to a grand total of $41.50 for Chromiris.
Some of the problems we ran into were we started programming on an Adafruit Flora, and we quickly realized it didn't have enough pins for what we wanted to accomplish, and that we wanted something a little more stable to program with. The first sensor we used was the wearable version of the Adafruit color sensor. It only allowed for 3 volts, and we found out that 3 volts gave us a cloudy color and wasn't as accurate as it could be. We upgraded to the breakout version of the Adafruit color sensor, which accepted 5 volts and was much more easily integrated with breadboards.
Thinking ahead, ways in which we can improve Chromiris are by fabricating a housing which would allow Chromiris to be more portable and easier to use for the user. We've also considered partnering with paint or hardware stores to obtain a database of all the hex values that all the colors they sell have. In this way, we can have Chromiris scan a color, compare it to the database, and then give the user the name of the color to go purchase at a store. One of the advances which we want to implement later on to Chromiris is to have a user interface that is driven by a touchscreen menu, which would allow the user to save the values of the colors being scanned, provide a color palette for the user, and also give links to where they can purchase the color and have it shipped.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. All right. So their demo has live ones. You can get something to their color picker. Bring up your exact subject.